Ladies, gentlemen, and all who lie within and without, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Okay. So let's talk to you again, I think.
Was there anything else?
Can you tell me about your friend again?
My friend. What about him?
What's Kendra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What's this APIS thing?
APIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
I do not like this man. I do not like his portrait. I wish to punch it, but I will not because my monitor is expensive. Okay, but what does it stand for?
Why? It stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole.
No, what do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
Jesus Christ.
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Is it going to be like this place
You mean
here?
Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
Is Revachol going to be part
It's
of
one
the
day
APIS?
going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Didn't you say the candidate members never become real members?
Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
You're describing how the coalition occupied Revachol.
One of the wonders of democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his own opinion. And not just allowed, encouraged even. Have you ever tried debate?
There's a joke here, and you know what it is.
I have to... Okay. That's great. Yeah, I'm what they call a masturbator.
Oh, how wonderful. I've heard it's oodles of fun. Not that I have time to take up new hobbies myself.
The lieutenant lets out a long, nasal sigh.
Kim is so done with my shit. You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
Your friend, the smoker in the balcony.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So you can say he's here to study the
He's
arts.
deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in his apartment?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view?
Listen.
The baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby is crying.
Oh, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
He knocks on the balcony door.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
It's
I'm
something else
all
in mine.
ears, officer.
And I think we have gotten everything.
The coalition is only... The economy impacts the entire international... Whatever you wish. I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's very...
He holds
What do you mean?
It was just... I was on the balcony when it happened. That's when I...
Sounds like the victim wasn't.
I went back inside.
Were you able to...
Officer, well, that's the Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. I'm afraid I don't...
About what time?
All I can say is that it was my watch. Yes, now I remember. It was... No, I...
It seems this was... I think we had...
Of course. Anything I can do to assist. Of course. Was there anything else? Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were...
Okay, so... Buckets of paint. What's in here? Oh, hello. I'll take that. Okay, hello. Oh, that's gonna make me... I remember that. That makes me look like a jackass. An empty ashtray. Dates for a lecture. Alright. None of this is weird. Oh. Okay, we got this one, which will up our drama. Okay, wait, oh. Okay, that looked really weird from that angle. Okay. Plus, ooh, this is just fully benefits. Looks like a beacon of some sort. Thank God you can't really see when they see you struggle around this incredibly insensitive headpiece. Super logical for a cop to wear this. Okay. And it is raining. It is time to turn in for the day. Alright. How are we doing on this? Remaining an hour 24 minutes. Alright, up we go.
Yes?
Okay. See you in the morning. Bye. Okay.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression. Still not happening. It won't come off.
Alright.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But
Alright, let's go to sleep and see what
the bed
happens.
is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
I am an artist and liver damage is my
Oh
art.
yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as death.
Boo.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Hell
Put
yeah.
on your prettiest face for the masses.
Open your eyes. Alright, we healed 1 health. Alright, day 3. Open sesame. I should probably close this. Now, is there anything to pick up? No delicious, delicious pickups. Good morning, Ken.
Yes?
Alright, so we got some new people. Oh, hey, it's the smoker.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now. Okay.
Alright. Okay, so she doesn't want to talk. Oh, hey, it's the...
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
The smoker on the balcony right here. Hello.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
What is the wood dip out the way? What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I don't know what I'm doing here. I just go wherever life takes me.
Maybe you should figure it out, detective.
I could...
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he
Why
believe you?
shouldn't he? What friend? No, I don't think it came up.
Alright, what did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His
Yes,
earpiece?
you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he
Just
saying?
reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other
let me
different
think.
traits?
He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thanks for the information.
Anything else on your mind? You did. And how did you like him?
You're right, he was magical, magically
I
bureaucratic.
told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return
To
where?
his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Who are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Why was he staying at your place?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Alright.
Mhm. What about me, gendarme?
Nah, nothing else.
Goodbye,
I'll see you.
gendarme.
Okay. So those two don't want to talk to me. Now we're here to talk about this.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox,
Okay.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alright, did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there a 57?
In the cabin, you see a
Okay. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna... I think they said that this should be... Oh, hello? Oh, at those two, just again. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken... Alright, so many people. So I'm guessing they removed it.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the...
Wait, so... Okay, so does this mean I can go on the other side now? Let me just do a little quick save. Morning, officer.
A rusting control panel. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. The water lock starts moving.
There we go.
All right, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks. And if you wanted to forge that document for Evrard, now you can.
Alright. Fixing the world, one water lock at the time. Oh, hello. Money. Acquire. The radio relay hums with electricity. A breaker box to the radio plan. Ooh. Oh, wait. A head deck has old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. The swing is missing. No one's been here a long
Rust
time.
peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard,
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a block
A
obscure?
black block. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. or one that has fallen to gang violence, or has become inhospitable in some other way.
So, like, back when... Okay, I've heard of places like that. It's like... A lot of Detroit, actually, back when the entire, you know, car industry fell apart, there were parts that you can, like... I think you could buy a house for, like, $100, for, like, hundreds of dollars or something.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
So that's part of the coast, is a block obscure?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they'll have something useful.
Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Alright. The wind corralled by 4-story buildings around this yard. Ooh, more money. Glory says the group veto to the ghost of us. Oh, hello. I'll take that. Someone has left their music plug. Smallest church in Saint. Ooh, right, there we go. Alright, so when we're done here, we can come pick it up. Through broken glass, dusting cells, and a forgotten chair. Oh, wait, what? See a dark red chair in the dim lighting of the room. Theater kid. You're not sure what kind of statement, though. Items. You got one of these. Requires a boombox to play. Well, I don't have one, so... There's a boat tucked away beneath the tarpaulin cover. Footprints in the snow. They lead away from the accident. Accident? Oh, god damn it. I remember this. Banged up fuel canister. A bottle drained of booze. It's frozen to the ice. I remember what happened. Government issued. A
banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
So this is where all the tracks were
It
leading.
appears to be so.
Let's
I
investigate.
agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Run your hand over the
motor
cold
carriage
method.
is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What's the make of this
The
MC?
logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it
The
been?
ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Okay, yeah, no, I think this is us. We did
The
this.
estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
What should
Let's
we do?
wait for the low tide.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket. Papers. Papers would be cool. Maybe there's registration inside. Like a person registration. You know, like your badges.
How long will it take for Lotad
I
to
don't
come in?
know. An hour or two tops?
Alright, let's look at it. This will also unlock the new thought.
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, it looks
Yes,
very blue.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
Whistle a tune.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and a sunken car. The wind blows. In the distance, behind the church, some vagrants are having an argument over a bag of tear they found in the reeds. Further away, a flock of seagulls lands. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches? Just come out with the weird stuff.
Well, historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Okay, he's thinking. I can do this. Let's do this. Who'd want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to, well, napalm ants, for example, are used in some rites of passage rituals. Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
But if someone puts a gun to your head,
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
can you make out the mark now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40.
Yes. Why haven't you?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters,
damn
animal
it, not what I
control
wanted to
people.
do.
You
Damn.
know, those kinds of people.
Is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about that speed racer?
Oh
I'm
God,
sorry,
no.
Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my God, I drove my car
I'm
into the
afraid
sea.
so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
The badge, the gun, and now
The
this.
lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
There's a fourth thing. I should probably put my...
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
1 XP for every orb click. All intellectual learning caps are raised by 1. Ooh, and we have 2 skill points, which means conceptualization go up. Alright then. And yep. The Spirit, the Corpse, Visual Calculus. Okay, so we can do that. Du Bois. Thick blue piece of acrylic covered a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name. Next to Ryan, you see a man stare back at you. A younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the
A police
outside.
badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all these.
Study the
Encased
badge.
between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at
The
the photo.
man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's waking. Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name Harrier Du Bois.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Wait, what kind of name is
It's
Harrier?
a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Harrier Du Bois it is, then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light.
Rank?
You see light.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W.
The
Freighter?
lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W.
The
Freighter?
title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors, out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
What is a décomptant?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos,
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
What kinks?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
Wait, satellite
You are
officers?
given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
You've been putting up with me because we're the same rank?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
Turn back to the documents.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads,
Serial?
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
the numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Date of issue?
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that you are sure.
Precinct
Yes,
41?
it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
And he stops.
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Ah, so that's why I did so many cases then.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light.
Alright. And this is Esprit de Corps and Visual Calculus. Shivers. I think I like Shivers more. Okay, which one? Conceptualization. +2 drama. Where does this go? No, I definitely look much worse with this on. How is my reaction speed? Yeah, my reaction speed is pretty high. I think we can take the hit to wear some goddamn pants. Alright.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something. Soft, yet crinkly. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in sur-le-clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar. and not only to your fingers.
Alright. A gleaming chewing gum. It gives us never since so. Your mouth starts watering. Alright, first we'll talk to Joyce, then we'll potentially have a crisis. Oh. A creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. Actually, yeah, let's go in here. He already knows that I...
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I wanted to ask about my missing gun
Sure
again.
thing.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind. Sure,
Alright.
then.
Alright. So yeah, that's the only thing I didn't say. So, okay, so we're gonna talk to... Alright, Joyce. Joyce. Joyce, I have more questions for you.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
About
I'm
my
afraid
missing
I
bunch.
can't say any more until we've taken care of 4. Did you? Wonderful.
She inspects the piece of blue plastic, the faded green pearls of her eyes scanning left to right.
Quickly, methodically, like an electric printing machine. She's memorizing your badge number.
It is a relief to see a W freighter here. The situation is precarious, to say the least. It needs a quick solution, or we will have a bloodbath on our hands.
You said contain the situation?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivachol West.
Wonderful.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Tell me again, how are the lynching and strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse
They
of
were
faith?
dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
And that went so
Who
well,
are
didn't
they,
it?
exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Investigation upon investigation here in Martinaise, racing towards some dark deadline.
I have to say, this is not
It is
disco.
very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
She grabs hold of the mainsail.
if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The débardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Yeah, but they got that fancy indestructible armor.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Seraï's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Oof.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
As I
Oof.
said, a bloodbath.
Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing?
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about
Not
Cranwell?
much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorentz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay, any things you glassed at
Sadly,
them?
no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
She thinks.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP now?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel.
Could you contact the company, tell them to call them
I
off?
have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
You said the deceased assaulted this woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on then?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did this teenagers...
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinaise.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
This colonel. The one who was hanged. Who... Did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
His name was...
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased's.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
There's a pang of regret.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent. Oranese. Or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own.
And that seems to corroborate the ethnicity we gave.
Like a crossword puzzle solver, or a master at the guessing game, Peng.
Where are the 2 remaining mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Ooh, okay.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
One must be the goon in ill-fitting works closer by the harbor gates.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
I have another question
I
for
hope I
you.
can answer it better.
How much time do we
Until
have?
the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
Oof.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
That's
I
enough
am
for now.
sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Now can you tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
Takes the photo, holds it in her
For
hand.
about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Observe.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
She points to one on the photo
I
paper.
can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like stars in the sky?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oranese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What is the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oranese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Preto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Preto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnes Islands, then this,
What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Inter-Islary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
Actually, let me do something real quick. Level up.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Who could tell us more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
You're right, not a good
I
idea.
am relieved you think so. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security.
That's all for the tattoos.
Is there
Thank you for your
anything else
help.
I can help you with? You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Reach for something fundamental.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is
What
this?
world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
She concludes.
It must be. This is the greatest and the kindest arrangement the atoms had in them.
The best of all possible worlds.
Indeed. There is a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it. These archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't feel like I've got a cold picture
Oh.
left.
You want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
How about it's a ball?
That's looking less and less likely, Detective. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG. Occident Revachol Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
The dark red
Yes.
corona?
Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
The pale? What do you mean by the corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness.
Yeah, this is like a flat world, except we used to be a sphere, but this world got broken into like a bunch of pieces, it looks like. Yeah, I remember this from when I tried to read the book. The book that the world of this game is based on.
I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's going to bring anyone
You
together.
have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco.
Well, if you say it's
See,
disco.
Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
You said pale. What is
pale?
pale?
Is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
What do you mean it's not part of reality?
Ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very sensitive and impressionable police officer who is still recovering from a recent medical episode.
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics. What do you want to know? Anything.
You could sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here, unless you can convince him to step aside.
Alright, we shall go for this. My volition is something that I'm not upgrading at all. Okay. Well, let's take a
Good
swing.
idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Can I talk to the man alone for a
Fine.
second?
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Now, what is the pale?
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yeah, what is the pale?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
What is an isola?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7.
So there's 7 continents, like on our world, 7 continents. Each one surrounded by an ocean, and the oceans are surrounded by the pale.
Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
And
An
Insulinde is?
oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
And what is the pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
The negation of being.
The negation
That's
of...
right. The negation of being.
Is it here?
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
And there?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating, even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
Okay, so there... Okay. Okay, so it's not all surrounded by ocean. There are places where the Pale actually reaches land, and it sort of destroys it, and there are things that take advantage of that. Okay. What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
If we're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from Isola to Isola?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other. shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost. Or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
Who says and who argues?
Who says and who
The
argues?
logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
And what does silver radiation
It
feel like?
feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
You're not a civilian
No,
passenger?
Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
And you... Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
Oof. What is entropanetic?
Entreponetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
They had not traveled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian Super E Solar. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere, even then, surrounding them.
Did they cross it? The Western
There
Plain?
are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has entropanetics changed?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic
Hybrid
crafts?
airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale.
Right, so once math stops working, then of course you're not going to be able to add or subtract velocity or from anything.
In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
And if we do not?
Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
To our detriment,
What
or...?
do you think, Detective?
It's shrinking. It's growing. There's more and more of the Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate.
Like, it changes, or the fact that it breaks down information means that it seems like it's always been that
An
way?
intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
That can't be. Where would we go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Oh, don't think about climate change. Don't think about it. Totally not related.
It doesn't look like you're doing the same. The suggestion was meant in earnest, Detective. Live life.
Let's return to reality,
Yes,
please.
Sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this.
Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Powerful anti. I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
She observes you.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
I'll handle it. It's under
I
control.
hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile, you have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
Right, let's
Good
get to
luck,
work.
detectives.
Alright. The victim's tattoo. Okay, alright. Hey, you. I want to talk to you.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
No, we'll do conceptualization. I want it to fully up to 12. We're gonna go super art cop. Alright. But first things first, we shall acquire the dice. Ooh, right, we should probably... right. First things first. No, not you.
This orange machine, you slip your fingers under the frozen... No. If you want to try again, then you...
I need some sort of super pry bar. Okay. Oh, is there... Hello?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker from the ramp. It means there are fire.
Alright, up we go. Alright, got some money, got here for my dice.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Came back to pick
Very
up my
good.
dice.
That will be 7 real for one custom die.
Alright.
Here's the cursed die you ordered.
Read the phrases.
The phrases read, God is indifferent. Take all. Lose all. 50-50. Nothing happens. And pale.
What is
The
this?
die. Try rolling it.
Cast the cursed
You
die.
throw the ball on the floor, and it ends with one of the phrases facing upwards. God is indifferent.
Good. Now roll again, detective.
It lands on exactly the same result. God is indifferent. It declares again.
It's a sphere pretending to be a 6-sided die. Each roll will end with one of the phrases facing up. The die originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy. Except I've weighted the die. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gets you exactly the same result. God is indifferent. This is our curse.
It's even worse than she says. God is dead. We live in a forsaken age.
You're saying the end result doesn't matter.
In the face of death? No, not really.
What a relief.
It is, isn't it? There's something liberating about knowing it's just we humans. No all-powerful forces guiding us, watching us, judging us.
Yeah, nothing matters. Positive. Brackets. Open brackets, close brackets. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for
Good
the
luck,
die.
officer.
Okay. So let me check out my dice. A spherical die with and a small internal weight that will settle on one of the 6 spaces. It's made of bog oak burl, coloring in malevolent black. Look at the map tab in journal to see which white checks have opened. Wait, what? Spirit the corpse. Thank you for the die.
This orange machine.
Okay, I'm not gonna try that. Alright. First things first, we're gonna go here. And we're gonna go, where is it, where is it, where is it? There we go. I kinda want my bag. That's not a oi.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see.
Okay. So now we're gonna go Hello there, gentlemen. Now there's someone. Oh right, there's also the gauntlets. What do we have here? Drunk out of his mind. The underside of the boat has been recently tarred. Wait, there's quick travel? I'm sorry, what? What the hell is Kingdom of Conscience?
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular normal things.
I know you do. These Inter-Estellari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this. That's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
Okay. You see dust-colored linens. Okay, and what is over here? Center blocks charred.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after.
Alright. A wedding stone. Construction panels. Bet you guys forgot this place even exists. What are these doing to the fish? Get that conceptualization up.
Hi, officer.
The woman in a raincoat, considering an overturned book, and sword in a scabbard.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Illisible.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible.
I have a
Has
question.
been since they built this place.
The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
Looking for someone maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals who are hard to find. People...
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen, I haven't heard of
Two
those.
old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Wait, the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
What do you do around
Like
here?
I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now, I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Sorry about that. Getting some more water.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Interesting. What have you
Wood,
found?
Pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about these human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
It is opposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation
From time
tactics?
to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
So where are the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, if they're thick-headed.
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
It's hard to say if it's a
If it
joke.
is, then why the melancholy?
Has
Gone.
been now?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Oof.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glanced at the village.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Jesus Christ. So I take that's your skiff?
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days?
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good.
It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly.
Go right ahead.
Alright. Okay, more stuff. Oh, thank Christ. Boots that are purely positive. Oh, hello. The planks crank beneath your weight. It's locked tight. You can't see in the house from this angle. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the Apricot Sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Then how does she know you're here?
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
The usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
If I'm considering anyone.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on.
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
Woof. The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I met Lillian
Lillian
already.
is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
Well, I suppose I haven't seen any drunks yet since I haven't looked in a mirror.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
All right.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the
Not
coast?
much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
That's it?
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
Nothing is impossible, surely.
And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter, Harriet Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Alright, thank you for everything, lady. Time to see my new shack.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll wait
Alright.
outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Alright, in we go. So we're gonna look at everything we got here. You see the waves, the sea, and a church. Ooh, hello. So this is a spirit decor and shivers. +1 logic. It has really nice roomy pockets too. Okay, so if I put this on... Alright. I'll put this on, though I like this jacket more. Old science fiction magics. Oh, okay. The floorboards creak under your
brisk
step.
Coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
My forward base on the coastal part of the operation. Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went.
Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek of seagulls. Far below the birds, a wooden boardwalk filled with abandoned stands, tables and benches, echoes from a long-lost time. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heater hum on the wall.
Thank you, Strange Sensation, for a fair assessment of the
Outside,
home.
the howl of the
situation.
wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it.
Look under the floorboards.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is the shaving the right
water
claw?
reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Okay, maybe not now. Look under the floorboards. There are no floorboards to look under, though. Okay, so we wanted to go to interact, the noble.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Okay, so first things first. Interfacing. Do we have anything that boosts interfacing? Are we wearing anything that lowers interfacing? No, there is not. Okay. We shall level up interfacing. And I'm gonna be honest, if I fail this check, I'm probably gonna restart it. I'm probably gonna do it again.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Okay.
A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
2 names.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures, but they're not, and the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everard will have to start over. All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta. There was a mail delivery box in the plaza, near the corner of the bookstore.
Alright. I wonder... You hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Okay, so I was told... Look underneath the floorboards. I don't see anything. Oh, hey, if I... Wait, could I have been doing this? Wait, what? Wait, if you hold the right trigger, it... Oh my god. Okay, so I want to...
Our tenant, the policeman.
Are you joking right now? Okay, so let me...
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Alright. Hard to see the details. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, I am going to... Actually, let's talk to these children first.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said
The
that.
boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
I am,
Don't
yes.
worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now?
Alright. And I think I'm gonna have to call it here. But we got a new place. So I shall see you all next time, hopefully. Goodbye and have a good rest of your day. And once more, we will see who shall show the screen first. And it shall be Twitch, as always. I think there's been one time where YouTube was faster. But hey, it is what it is. Alright. I shall see you all next time, hopefully. Goodbye and have a good rest of your day.